In Lent, we've been here before. Community of Christ Spiritual Formation Minister Katie Harmon McLaughlin shared that Lent is a time to remember, feel your way back to God, and notice how the Spirit is guiding you to the full life you actually desire. As we've journeyed through Lent this year, we have explored the themes of honesty, humility, hopefulness, healing, and wholeness in our Sunday worships. As you hopefully know, during this time of pandemic and social distancing, our Community Connections online ministries team have created several opportunities for us to gather for worship, formation, and social connection online. As we now approach Holy Week, we also have many exciting opportunities for you to celebrate, respect, and honor this sacred time of year. Therefore, your Greater Pacific Northwest USA Mission Center leadership team wanted to share these opportunities with you. Let's see what's coming up.
April 5th is Palm Sunday, celebrating Christ's triumphant entry into Jerusalem and marking the beginning of Holy Week. Our worship begins at 10:45 and our morning message will be brought by Apostle Ron Harmon. It is Communion Sunday. Everyone needs to bring their own bread and juice or appropriate substitute, and we will share in the sacrament together.
Hi friends. I'm excited to share with you that one of the upcoming worship opportunities during Holy Week will be hosted by the Western Field. Apostle Ron Harmon, together with Field Support Minister Richard Betts and several of the Western Field Mission Center presidents, myself included, invite you to join us on Thursday, April 9th for a Maundy Thursday service. The service will begin at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 for our friends in Alaska. This will be the first time that the entire Western Field will have an opportunity to worship together, and I look forward to seeing you Zoom in for worship and fellowship as we share in the events of Holy Week together.
Hello everybody, I'd like to remind you all that you have an opportunity to celebrate the risen Christ on Easter morning. The GPNW is going to be hosting their worship, and it's going to be entitled Christ is Risen at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. Kim Naton's going to be speaking, and Ashley Whittam will be our presider. Keep in mind that that's at 10 a.m., which is earlier than our normal worship time. Also at noon, the World Church, the Community of Christ, will be sponsoring an Easter worship. It's entitled Living Hope, and it will be available on the World Church website, which is seaofchrist.org, or on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Wow, so many amazing and awesome opportunities to gather for worship this year during Holy Week. Just an additional note about the Easter worship that our headquarters will be live streaming. That will take place at 2 times on Easter Sunday to make sure that those around the world get a chance to participate. So the opportunities before us will be at 2 a.m. Pacific time and also at noon Pacific time that day. So be prepared to choose one of those opportunities to view that special worship with others around the globe. I also wanted to remind you that on Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday, we'll start our time together with our foyer greetings time about a half hour before the worship begins, for those that want to log on early and say hello. For Palm Sunday, then, that would be at 10:15 a.m. Pacific time. And for Easter, because of the special earlier worship, that'll be at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. We will then close both of those worships with announcements and our parking lot goodbyes as normal. During Holy Week, we'll also have the other opportunities that we have provided for online ministry at this time. So you can still count on being able to gather for Breakfast Club on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings. During that week, we'll be meeting at 9 a.m. All are welcome. Grab your morning beverage and bring it to your computer with you and start your day with friends around the Mission Center. On Tuesday night, we will have Holy Hangout, which is our online senior high youth group, and that begins at 7 p.m. Contact me, Sean Langdon, if you are a youth or if you have a youth in your household who would like the information for how to connect to that youth group. Also then, on Wednesday evening, we will have our Faith in Formation opportunity with Ashley Whittam. We will gather at 6:45 to say hello, and then the class will begin at 7. We will continue our exploration of short stories of Jesus, the enigmatic parables of a controversial rabbi by Amy Jill Levine. If you're not sure how to connect to any of these events, you are welcome to contact a member of the Greater Pacific Northwest USA Mission Center leadership team. You can also find the information in news briefs and other email communications from the Mission Center or on our Facebook page for the Mission Center as well. We would encourage you to look at those places first, but if you can't find them, please contact one of us and we'll be happy to share that with you. Let us now hear a closing message from our Mission Center President, Kim Nathan.
Hi again. The events of the last several weeks in our communities, our nation, and our world have been nothing less than stressful, unsettling, and frankly, scary. Our normal lives have been disrupted in a way few of us have ever experienced. And we don't know what the days, weeks, and months ahead will look like, which is even more disconcerting. It is in times such as these, however, that we have the opportunity to draw strength and comfort from one another and our fellowship together. Over the past 10 days, the word Zoom has become part of our vocabulary, and some of us who might have barely touched a computer or smartphone in recent history are now sharing in fellowship across miles and even time zones through the magic of technology. Yes, Palm Sunday, Holy Week, and Easter Sunday will be very different for all of us this year in a variety of ways. But I hope that while the form of our worship experiences may be completely different, the message of hope, of salvation, of transformation through Jesus Christ is not. My prayer is that in our new experiences of fellowship and worship, we recognize and welcome the blessings of the Holy Spirit, breathing amongst us in a new way, opening our minds and hearts to whatever and wherever God's Spirit will lead us. I look forward to seeing you on my computer screen in the coming weeks, whether it be in worship, in learning, or even over our morning coffee. May God bless each of you as our Lenten journey brings us closer to the cross, closer to the risen Christ, and closer to experiencing God's transformational love even in these uncertain times.